the beer is my motivation, my incentive. I started to visualize, I get home that I can get a cold beer from the fridge.
How was your day today?
Well, it's normal. What can you expect in 86 years old? Old goat, Unless I'm on the move, it is pretty boring.
But you make sure that your life is not boring with all the sports you do, right?
I was forced into physical activity after my first ever medical checkup at 48. You read it. Doctor said, look, you want to live 40, you better get out of your couch. That is when I started to get some physical exercise.
And that was at 48 or the 58 when you started your first Ironman?
And at 58, I was already active, doing the regular gym work. I swim twice a week, run twice a week cycle. If you watch CNN, what they call the live coverage of the Ironman in Hawaii.
Yes.
So I thought, wow, if these people can do it, I think I want to give it a try. So during the race itself, I had a lot of problems, because that was the first time I tried. The longest I tried was only half Ironman. I have no expectation. Who am I? I'm only small little fella. I have no background. I just show up the race to get some fun, to see what the training take me. I can't get to the day without the daily fix of the endorphin. It's like drugs, the runner high. And that's what kept me going. And it turned out to be a huge advantage to me because I have no expectation. I just go as any other Sunday workout.
This was a workout of, how many hours?
Good question. I was so crazy. My personal best was at 72. My weekly training volume at the height was 26 hours. I work out 2 times a day. Mid-morning, swim, early evening, cycle or run. I still stay active 6 to 8 hours a week. I haven't touched the TV for 15 or 16 years. My life is always outdoor. If I don't move, I feel, I be grumbling at my old lady and we end up arguing, So she's happy, I get out though. Get out of her way. I'm happy, I'll go out. At age 80, my longest cycling on a Sunday is 9 hours, 1 minute, all on my own, covering 234 kilometers. 9 hours, 1 minute on the saddle on a Sunday, all alone.
Not competition, just a workout, just having fun outdoor.
Sunday is the best day in my life. I'm alone, cycling long distance. Of course, I get tired, fatigued and all this. But the mind is so clear. I become a grumpy old fat. She is an old man. Yeah, so what do? Be the tree monkey. No see, no feel, no talk. Shut up, take the bike and go out, cycle.
If we go back to the first Ironman, when you were 58.
Yeah.
So you were challenged. Got the comment, are you sure you can do this? So you were on the start line, totally on fire, on a mission.
Finishing was not something that concerned me because I just, sign up for fun. Whatever I do, I always give my best, my all, or no. I'm very, what they call purposeful, goal-minded, goal-driven. When I'm on a job, I give it my all.
Yeah.
You can go to a pool, you can swim 1 hour, then you spend half an hour talking to friends. No, I go in, I just go and back. So it is always purposeful. First Ironman, I had no pressure. I was just there for have fun. But because of the intimation. Mr. Yee, are you sure he can do it? That become my driving force. You think I can't do it? I will show you. No matter what. If I have to crawl, I will get to the finish.
Yes.
So that is quite good motivation, you know.
And when you finished your first Ironman, did you know already that you wanted to do a second one?
No. You see, okay, good question. When I finished, of course, like everybody else, I was happy. People say, look, yeah, maybe it's beginner luck. So they give me the excuse to go back the next year to prove that my first finish is not a beginner luck. It become my driving force. It become my excuse. So look, I must do it again. I must do one more to prove that my first one is not a beginner luck. I just keep going. It become part of my life. I'm there to test myself, to have fun. I'm there not to compete with anybody, just to compete with myself.
You're in competition with yourself.
Yeah, that is a big advantage. But other people will be very nervous, worrying whether you have trained enough, whether your nutrition is correct and all this. If I do well or don't do well, I come back, I look at the mirror and ask myself, have you given your best? I will work on my weakness. No coach. But this become very motivating as I work on my weakness. So I'm looking forward to the next race to see I actually improve with the age, because you become more experienced. Learning never stop until your last breath. I'm still learning. Wow, you learn something, you was very excited.
So what I find really interesting and what I would like to know is how you're turning to sports, keeping fit and keeping the active lifestyle, how that has influenced the people around you and especially also your daughter.
That is a very interesting question. You have seen all this,
Yeah.
I can see all my, this I will call it my wall of fame, What will surprise you with, even to many people, is when I come back from a race, no one asked me, how was your race? Not one. None of my family asked. Joyce here, she is the only one who active. She is the third Dan Aikido black belt and a certified instructor. He is the only one who took a little bit after me.
Okay.
Because she never asked me that how was the race. No, nobody ever asked me. I don't feel insulted.
If I listen to your story, for me, it's the living proof that it's really important that you do it for yourself and not for everybody else. It is really about satisfying your own needs. You are filling actually your own desires instead of wanting to get feedback and appreciation or validation from other people. But I cannot imagine that you didn't inspire anyone around you with what you are doing.
I have zero expectation. I'm there to have fun. Yeah. I'm not there to impress anybody. Despite all the pain and all this and hunger, I really enjoy.
Yeah, and you focus on the fun.
Especially during the last stage of the marathon. Those on the go are like walking dead. It's true, this is where I get my fun. In the dark, the oldest in the field. I always listen to my body, my advantage. I go at my own pace. No ego. My ego, I leave it in the hotel room. So when I get near, because everybody I beat, I pass, is younger than me. So this is where I get my fun. Yes. So when I get near 2 or 3 runners, they are like walking dead. They turn around. Where did grandpa come from? Because everyone I beat is younger than me, The look at their face, the panic, make my day. I have fun. So, but having this fun, more or less take my mind off the pain. Good ever is like medicine,
Talking about pain, you must have had some setbacks or injuries, and you had what I read and saw quite a tough period where you were in rehabilitation.
Oh, yeah.
That is also a really important moment where other people maybe would give up, and you continued and you kept on believing. So can you tell me something about that feeling and what kept you going?
I should have shown you my X-ray, but when I fell, I hit my head, left side of my head on the curve of the road. Luckily, the helmet broke. He said, man, so the result of that is my C3 and C4 vertebra get out of line. Eventually cost me headache 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is beyond cure. I have trouble turning my head left or right. So I cannot swim freestyle because, so I go with breaststroke. But I have to live with it. So, but if I live with it, I still have to keep active to stay healthy. I try to train around the pain, not possible. Now I train with the pain. It is like drugs. My belief is you take drugs, over time your body, get addicted. Likewise, I train with the pain. I think eventually my body will build a certain tolerance to the pain. So actually, I still have the pain, but because my body built that tolerance, it becomes less painful. So I accepted it. I have to live with it. I won't die. To me, it's just another hurdle. In an Ironman, a 17-hour race, there are so many challenges along the way. This is just one of them. There's nothing I can do.
Is there ever a moment that you don't want to train?
If I don't move, I feel sick.
Okay.
I feel sick. I feel moody. So I will grumble at my wife and all this. I make her angry. So, we change. Behavior changes with age. When we grow old, the old man become grumpy. The woman become nagging, So I must get out and sweat, come back very happy. Okay, drink my beer.
You still have your beer. You're not on a specific diet because you are focusing on the fun.
The beer is my motivation, my incentive. I can run very hard. I say, look, my motivation better come back. I have a cold beer. So I use visualization a lot. The last half a kilometer to the finish, to your destination, usually you're very tired. My half kilometer come back to my house, I go faster.
Because you think of your cold beer.
Oh, okay. It's very difficult for 6 months. But then I started to visualize, I get home, then I can get a cold beer from the fridge. That is the thing that drives me through. I have 1 or 2 beers, of course, to the pro, to the elite, this is bad. But to me, what the hell? I do what I want, If I have to restrict myself, go on diet, that is more stressful.
Yeah.
So I can eat what I want. I sleep when I want. Well, I'm 86, still kicking. So it is not so bad at all. I always look at the bright side. We all fall. What's important is when you fall, you pick yourself up. Failure is when you fall, you stay down. See, we all have setback. What's important is you fell, you get up, and then find what went wrong. Work on your weaknesses. I always find something to keep me going. I lower my standard. See, I'm no longer in my 70, So I expect that, okay, this is the best I can do.
Yeah, acceptance.
So
because you have done so many events, I think you can also tell something about, the people that you meet. It must be very special, meeting the like-minded people, maybe interesting people that inspired you. There's always a special magical feeling that's there when these people unite, also for an Ironman or a triathlon.
Wow. Yes, every Ironman documentary, the no-hopper struggling to the line. almost at midnight, after midnight, cut off, they still, crawl to the finish and all this.
Yeah.
I can't stop shaking tears because these are the people who inspire me, the elite. So what? That's your job. The people who come after midnight, they fall, they crawl to the finish. These are the people. These are nobody. Mr. No, nobody know them. I think the Ironman story is very that is about ordinary people like the average Joe and Joan, take up the challenge. In the process, they perform feats thought impossible. Yes, for me, it's the same thing. That is why the tagline by Ironman is anything is possible. You do what you can for as long as you can. When you can't, you do the next best thing.
That is something that I actually wanted to ask you. So apart from the obvious physical benefit of doing sports and the Ironman, so what else did sport bring you apart from just being active and fit?
Besides healthy, keep me healthy, it is something to keep me occupied also. Give me the reason to get up in the morning. When the sun rises, a new dawn and a new day, 24 hours is a gift. So I live it up like there's no tomorrow. I have lived life to the fullest. I suppose everybody got different mindset. Why am I joining your game, master game? It's what I can do to get some fun, to give me the reason to get up, to go out running. Now, when I run, I will pick 4 or 5 lampposts, I go very fast. Now, give me the reason to do that. So I think everything we do is, there is a reason behind to drive me. Otherwise, it would be very boring.
And you have something to look forward to.
So it is in a way for me to relieve my steam, the build up frustration. So it's part of life. And for that, I said, well, I can do anything. I can drink anything I want. I can eat anything I want. I don't bother. So in fact, it's a joy. And when I go out, I suffer, I sweat, I get pain. It's the joy, pain become a joy, I feel pain, my workout is worthwhile. So I can drink one more beer. But if you say, the same route I run, come back, I feel okay. That means I don't give myself enough of push.
You have made it your goal to earn your beer every day.
Yeah, I become grumpy, So, pick on my wife and she pick on me. So I get up and come back. Happy. Tired. Muscle ache. I drink my beer. I'm very happy. So sometimes when you're in the difficulty, you find something to drive you.
You are embodying the spirit of the games, because also our games, they are about fun. They are about sports, but it's the combination of sports and fun and enjoying life. It's about having fun, finding your purpose, using sport as a drive in your life. It's actually fun through sports.
Fun. Yeah.
And that's it.
The moment you hate getting up to go for a run, you stop. Because otherwise it's no more fun. And also I said, well, I really put on, I sweat a lot. I can have one more beer, one more without feeling guilty. Wow, you ask a question, what the first thing I want when I finish a race? It's a cold beer. It is the thing, I know this is no good, but this is the thing that drives you. I remember when to my last finish the Ironman in Langkawi, they came with a big jug of cold beer poured on my head.
But when you wake up in the morning and to set your mind, do you have a certain routine or something that you do to set yourself up for the day?
Not really. I used to have a training plan, but now I just go by feel. Now, seeing you brought up the subject, everything you do must be purposeful, goal-driven. That's me. I think that worked to my favor.
Oh, it's beautifully said. And I think it embodies everything. Just to summarize, actually, everything that you have said, if we would finish with the question, what are the skills, if you would really narrow it down, to know what skills are the most important to be able to live this lifestyle and to really live life to the max?
I think what's most important, it is still here. It's okay. Now, even if you are not doing it, what you want to live like, it is still here. I have to accept to lower my expectation. I'm slow, but I'm still happy. There are people, I saw elite Malaysian, always number 1, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
In the race, he didn't do well. Mm-hmm. He hid into his cocoon. He refused to join us for beer and all this.
Yeah.
That's not the point. You win or lose, do well or lose, you let the head down. You're there to enjoy yourself.
And never forget the cold beer, to have something to look forward to.
Go there, low, zero expectation, just to have fun, to see you can finish or not.
I'm honored to speak to you and having so much experience. Thank you so much for the interview.
For the Korea.